Alright, everybody, welcome back to.
And as you've seen in the Star Cup video, we are doing 50cc for all cups. I'm just doing 50cc, I think rather because I don't see any other people doing 50cc. So, wow, yeah, that's a really great start to a race. Running into all these people in front of me, you get and then throwing bananas at people behind you, or the players, or the AI behind you. That is. Now, in general, these go-karting, stuff like that, we're not supposed to be doing it on the real interstates or anything like that, but for some reason, or maybe perhaps, or maybe no reason, Toad's Turnpike is one of the courses, and the unfortunate part about this is you're gonna have to deal with quite some traffic here. Now, notice I'm not saying a lot of traffic, but that's really because this to me is not really a lot of traffic. Like, I've seen areas that are that have so much horrendous amounts of traffic and all that. Oh, and by the way, when you turn invisible, you could even drive you can always try to you can always just go through these trucks, cars, and buses, which is a really nice feature to have because you can go through most things actually. Now, for over the years that I've had this game, actually, I actually do want to know. It's always worth noting that it is actually possible to get, knocked, over the guardrails and into the grass. But you can't really get. But then apparently, obviously, Lakitu is going to have to, or Lakitu will have to rescue you out of it because that's considered going out of course. And I think the only way you can get knocked out in such a way was probably by a shell, I guess. I mean, obviously, and of course, colliding with any of the vehicles, these regular traffic vehicles can actually, will give you the same treatment as if you were hit by a shell. So yeah, you're gonna have to deal with some. So you have to be the most. So apparently, the most erratic driving that can happen on Toad Turnpike is the race itself. But and well, it sounds like Mario just ran into his own banana. I think. Yeah. Well, that's. Yeah, but that's about as crazy as you can really do. I mean, the cars and trucks and the buses, the regular traffic vehicles, are not going to, they're not gonna, do all the erratic driving. They're gonna just, do the safe driving habits, just so you can do your racing while you're the Mario Kart contestant. I'm just kidding. At least sort of, or at least halfway. And I'm keeping my shell on my back if in case anyone's trying to overtake me. I think I had that on my back for the whole lap. Oh well. So yeah, very remarkably, we got first. Alright, here's the thing. So today is actually the day after Christmas, and remember how in the Star Cup we did I actually showed you a course with the same music as this course right here? Well, guess what? Even though it's one day after Christmas, and now I'm actually here. I am showing you Frape's Snowland, and I don't know, maybe it's just because New Year's is coming up now. I decided, because if that's really so much the case, then I better tell you, this is... Sorry, I hit there's a lot of snowmen right there, and it's going to be and then apparently you're more than likely to hit it in general when you play this course. But anyway, yeah. So I think it's because New Year's is kind of coming up, and I'm thinking maybe I should for New Year's I should try doing it like I don't know 5 days early. Well, when it's the holiday season, this is a really good course. These are really those two courses, the penguin course and the snowman course, are really good courses to they're very good courses to actually show, I guess, from out of Mario Kart 64 places. And now I did one time try the Mario Kart 8, like at the very beginning of this year. I don't have that game, but it's but it is actually on the Wii U, and which is also a system I don't have, and it's actually really I had to admit that was a pretty cool game, man. So with this really well, I'm guessing I'm using there's a lot of strategy involved in the race, so it's not just racing just to race. You have it's kind of a combination of fighting and racing, sort of. They use a proper graphic content here, which is really good. On the curves, I don't really drift, as you can see. I'm also gonna upload some Need for Speed videos in the near future, and you're probably gonna see how horrendous I am at drifting, because I can't, because I already cannot do it here. So when you really think about it, I actually do not drift. I'm just so not a drifter, but. Alright, we're still in first place. Alright, so we gotta get first place at least once more. Then we can take like either second or third on the last one like we did in Star Cup. But let me admit, being first place all the way is actually even better. And let's see if we can do that. Wario Rock keeps on running over my shell. Now here on this course, Choco Mountain, I gotta warn you that this guardrail you have right here on the left, it's here when you play the multiplayer mode. But in any multiplayer mode like Versus or I think Versus, but definitely for sure the Mario Grand Prix, it comes up. But you for sure would not have this show up in the the one-player mode time trails, because time training, because they actually do expect you to actually keep yourself in bounds, without the guardrail. But here you do have the guardrail. And dude, Mario actually hit my Mario slipped like a bunch of bananas. Dude, I was actually aiming for Wario, you see. But Mario ended up hitting it instead. Okay, well, yeah, at least he hit another banana. That's on the bright side there. Ah, and I hit someone else's backward item box. Item box disguise. Item box disguise stuff are usually like upside down question marks. And they're not really easy to tell at the typical high speeds, and I'm messing up, talking right now. Alright, there you go, that's good. Alright, so now Mario gets stuck behind me, and now I can aim for Wario, and I just did. Alright. You always be aware of the falling rocks, because if they actually crush you, you're gonna have to get delayed until you can get yourself uncrushed again. No, I missed Wario. I tried to hit his face. Made it, and I got first again. $27. All right, so I need at least a second place to get first overall. So yeah, but I think you can totally see all my reasons as to why I'm doing these things out of order, and I apparently Ben Wario my banana. No, bananas are not actually edible in this game though. But that's just a joke that I always make whenever people run into bananas or collide with those in Mario Kart games. I mean, I guess they're really, really useful items in Mario Kart 64, but oh, okay, wow, okay. Yeah, when you're struck by lightning and it's small apparently, and then you run into someone else who's also like that, or anyone else actually, then in any matter, that you're well, what happens to you is that you and that other person, or at least you, would definitely get crushed, and just as you see it right there. And that thankfully did not happen to me on Choco Mountain when those rocks start come down. I guess the AI is a little bit, less hostile to you in this game, unlike in Mario Party. Like, Mario Party is a really, really, really hard and harsh game, sort of, but, Mario Kart is a little bit more friendly, I think. I think in later Mario Party, Mario Kart games, later ones you can actually, you could probably play as teams and race as a team. Like, you probably might have saw that in Mario Kart Wii, back when I released that in last year. Or it was at the beginning of last year. Alright, anyway, we got first 4 times in a row, better than the Star Cup. It's a celebration at the Mushroom Kingdom Castle, and it's the Mario 64 castle, that is. We go right up to the main entrance where the bridge is, and looks like Wario got second again. Yeah, Mario this time is the 3rd place guy, and likewise we are first. And here we are getting the celebration again. Those celebration stars all over, sprinkling all over us.
Congratulations!
Thank you and good night.